Welcome everyone to another episode of the Hartlepool United FIFA 23 Road to Glory. I have determined that this will be my last FIFA 23 series that I will be doing. So with that being said, let's get into potentially the biggest season this club may ever have. As we've got second place in the championship, which of course means we're now up in the Premier League. The toughest season for us now essentially is just to make sure that we survive relegation. However, with this current team, I feel like we will be able to do that quite well. Considering our lowest overall players all have extremely good potential and will continuously be improving. And now it's just a matter of looking at the players available, seeing if we can make a big budget signing to help us this season. And that big budget signing will be coming in the form of Matthew Clark. The center forward joins us, 91 overall. He's Benzema's regen, 150k wage, 19 years old. He is going to be phenomenal for this team, and I can't wait to see what we can do with him. Also joining us is Champions League winner Courtois and goal, also from the free agents list. 64k wage for 2 years. Probably just bridge the gap before, probably after next season, bring in a big-time goalkeeper. Also joining us is Aymeric Laporte, obviously Manchester City center back, very good, 87 overall, 89k wage, 34 years old, 3-year deal. He could be at this club for those full 3 years. Also joining us is Antonio Rudiger, also on a free from the free agents list, 2-year deal. So we got a very good couple of players from the free agents list. Also brought Trent Alexander-Arnold from Liverpool for 70 million. Obviously he's an 88 overall, 29 years old. Really a good attacking right back, so might even play him at defensive mid depending on, or center mid depending on how the team kind of shapes up. But very nice to have a player who can kind of do a little bit of both. And with Trent Alexander-Arnold coming in, have to get rid of Issa Kabore for 36 million, sign him as a free agent. That's a very good bit of business. Livu Radu, our very young goalkeeper who probably will start after Courtois is done with us, will be going on loan for 2 years to Real Sociedad. Anthony Popov, our young Russian center back, going on a year-long loan move to Manchester United. Emir Young has been sold to Minnesota United for $1.25 million. Konrad Kadlec for just over $1 million to Polish side Piast Gliwice. And it's time for our first game in the Premier League as we travel to Craven Cottage to face off against Fulham. And the team we're going to be using is a 4-2-3-1 narrow. So we'll have Courtois in goal, Laporte, Rudiger center backs, Sessegnon, Trent Alexander-Arnold as the outside backs, Petersons as our two defensive mids, John Clark Gomdi attacking mids, Christia up top. First game in the Premier League, hopefully it goes well. Here are the highlights. So we did win this game 5-3 thanks to a late effort from Christia and Al Ghamdi, as we're kind of really getting our footing in the Premier League. Another player sold is Toby Berry, never really worked out for us. Now it's time for our first home game in the Premier League as we host Liverpool. And we're going with the same lineup as last game. Hopefully we get the same result. Here are the highlights. So we did win this game 7-2. I mean, I always play well against Liverpool, and it proved it yet again. Novak going on a year-long loan move to Brentford. Jacob Olsen has been sold to Minnesota United. Gashi has been sold to Demak FC over in India, I believe. 4-star, 5-star scout heading to Wales. And in the Premier League, we currently sit in pretty much mid-table at the halfway point. We are 6 points off of a European spot, which I don't think we'll be able to catch up and get to, but there's still a lot of season to go, and who knows what can happen. FA Cup, we beat Carlisle United 2-0 in a sim, beat Barnsley 2-1 in a sim. Miran Toma is going on loan to Montpellier for 2 years, and he'll be deeply missed, so will Samuel Kemp. Really players that are kind of role players now that they have high potential, both Kemp and Toma, but just want them to go out on loan, improve a little bit, come back, be amazing. Beat MK Dons 3-1 in a sim. Now it's time for a 6th round game as we travel to the MX Stadium to face off against Brighton Hove Albion. And we're sticking with this lineup. It's not... We've yet to do wrong by it, I guess. So here are the highlights. So we won this game 6-0, just pure domination as this team just cannot stop winning. Gökür Kaya has joined the team from the Youth Academy, Turkish attacking midfielder, 70 overall. The only reason I'm signing him, potential is not the greatest, but it is for Miklas Dimitriou, Greek attacking midfielder, excellent dribbler. Obviously you have to work on the passing and shooting a little bit, but there's the room for that to be improved. Same goes for Taylor Arnold, as we got a good young group of attacking mids coming up through the Youth Academy. Also have a pretty good left back in Oman, pretty good center back in Brahimi, also a good left winger, going to be attacking mid once his position changes in Brahimi, and Leon Bowden at center back, who I am converting to a defensive midfielder, and Adam Bevan at right back. Now it's time for a semi-final FA Cup game against Manchester United. And our lineup, Guzman starts over Rudiger, who we also did in the last game, but I forgot to mention that. And Popov, if you remember our center back that we loaned out from a while ago, actually starts this game. So hopefully we can do a little bit of insider trading, make him throw the game for us. Here are the highlights. So we did win the game 4-2, and that means we will be in the FA Cup final and a chance to be in European football for next season. And that final will be taking place against Manchester City. They are obviously a very good team. Look at their path to get here. They did have to face off against Arsenal and Newcastle. We've had a little bit of an easier path, but it doesn't really matter when the final game is being played. And their team does look beyond good. Obviously, I mean, FIFA kind of predicted the signing of Gvardiol at that center back position, but they also have Pedri, Thiago Almada. They also signed Rodrigo, Alphonso Davies. This is a very, very good team, but they don't have that dog in them that this team does. That underdog feeling, bunch of young players just out here trying to make a name for themselves. And we have a chance to now not only win a trophy, but be in the Europa League for next season. Here are the highlights. So we did win the game 5-4 thanks to a stunning performance from Al Ghamdi, as we are officially FA Cup winners. First major trophy for this club in our first year up in the Premier League, so that's already an amazing start. And of course means Europa League next season, more money, more prize money, sign more players. Really proud of the team, but the season is not over yet. For some reason, FIFA likes to have the FA Cup final before the regular season ends, but we're now facing off against Nottingham Forest at their home stadium. Same lineup, we've yet to lose. Here are the highlights. So we won the game 5-0. I mean, pure domination. We really have asserted ourselves, but unfortunately only finished in 8th place in the league. But we are in the Europa League thanks to that FA Cup win against Manchester City, 5-4 in the final. Carabao Cup, not great for us. Trent, Laporte were among the players who appeared in the most games for us, along with Sessegnon, Peterson, Clerk, and John. So signing making a very immediate impact. Cristia, striker, was our leading goal scorer, no surprise there with 22. Ghamdi had 18, Clerk had 17. Ghamdi was also our leading assister with 14, Clerk with 13, so very good everything from those two guys. And Trent Alexander-Arnold had 9 assists from a right back. Nobody is leaving the club with an expiring contract. Ghamdi is our most valuable player at 190 million. Clerk is 169, John is 129. We officially won our first domestic cup trophy. I mean, we didn't even win any of the tiny ones like the Papa John's trophy, so really good first trophy for this team, and this team is just so good. I think we do need a new, if I have a bunch of money, new center back, left center back, left back, and left defensive mid. I think those 3 players just need improvement. Cristia, I'm not 100% sold on him. He is yet to let me down, so I'm going to keep him. But if a chance arises to buy a new player, I'll probably get him replaced and or sell him, get a good chunk of money, and then obviously replace a left back. So next episode, up in the Europa League, playing with the big boys, try to get our first European trophy, and any way possible secure Champions League qualification, because I really want to get this going. I really want to win the Champions League. It's the entire point of the series, but I do really feel like we're getting closer, just like I said, a couple of pieces away from having one of the best teams in the world. So hopefully you guys will watch the next episode whenever that does come out. Subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in episode 8.